All right, this is Mr. D doing Google Sheets as a sort of informal tutorial because I felt like it. So first off, you need to open Google Sheets. I have all these quick links that I use here, such as accessing my drive really quick or something like that. But you could probably just go to a quick bar and type in Google Sheets, as long as you can type properly. And you then should be able to get this thing that's like, hey, yo, Google Sheets, you totally want to do that? And you're like, yeah, sure, why not? So eventually make your way to Google Sheets, however it is that you're doing it. Of course, if you click various buttons and it decides to open up a new tab, that's less useful. So let's see if we can do it within here. Here, click Google Sheets. Just open it up in this tab. I don't want a new tab. Uh, wow, that did not like my webcam one bit. It got all like annoying. Okay, fine. I'll go to sign in then. What the heck? This is why I have shortcuts. Okay, now it's just the computer taking freaking forever. All right, so I'm going to open up a new Google Sheet by clicking this thing that says blank. You will get this untitled sheet here, and hopefully you can see my cursor and whatnot. So we're not going to worry about naming it per se. We're going to do this to make a simple graph doing the burn time lab. So I am actually going to name it because that's what's smart. Burn time lab Mr.D 2022, because that's when I'm doing this. Understand that this is using Google Sheets as of 2022, so of course technology can change. All right, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type in your X and Y axes. Remember, your X axis should be your flask size, so that was 125 mLs, do 50 mLs, 500 mLs, and 1,000 mLs. You don't want to actually put the units in there because that'll mess it up. And then you put your average times. The average times that I have are appearing on the screen now as I am looking them up and typing them in. After you do that, highlight the whole thing. Go to Insert, Chart. There's other ways to do this. I'm just showing you one way to do it. You want to select not the column chart. Column charts are garbage. You want to select scatter. Scatter charts are the bomb. They're awesome. And boom, you get a chart. It should have your data range filled in because you clicked, and that's it. And then you can sit there and customize all sorts of stuff, and you do want to do that. So you want to do a chart title, and the title that we're going to do is Burn Time by Flask Size. And I'm going to sit there and put a dash and put Mr. D there because, we should always have that. Okay, don't worry. You can change the fonts. You can make it bold. You can do whatever you want there, but that's on you. I'll let you play with that as you wish. You will need, however, axes titles as well. So I can go there and be like, okay, my horizontal axis, well, this is going to be my flask size, and that sucker needs to be in milliliters, so there it is. And then I want to get my vertical, and this is going to be burn time, and this is going to be in seconds. And you're going to want to make sure you put the parentheses there and not mistype it like a noob like I did. This gives you your title, your y-axis, your x-axis. The computer does most of the work for you, so there's all sorts of good stuff there. Now, there's all sorts of stuff you can do here, like you can click the trend lines, which you're going to need. You can set the trends lines, you can set the axes labels there. But what you can also do is you'll see these little 3 dots on your chart, and if you click that, oh boy, you can do all sorts of nifty things there, such as pull that menu right back up again if you mess up or if you change around. So that's all good. Now, let's see, where is my trend line? There's my trend line. So you go to series, to data series. Okay, good, I got more options, yay. So data series 1, because you only should have one data series. You can change the color of the dots if you want. I mean, why not? I'll do red. But what you really want is you want this thing called trend line. You want to click that, and bam, computer makes a trend line for you, linear. You can sit there and make the thickness or whatnot, but who cares? Just click trend line. What you do want to do is show R squared. It will then show you the R squared that you've got there because that will tell you how precise everything was. Now, what we also want to do is we want to use our equation. So we want to label it with our equation, and then we want to click R squared. So bam, there is our mathematical equation for our trend line that we can use to calculate all sorts of stuff. and there's how precise it is. That's it. That's how you can make a graph in Google Sheets. It's pretty freaking quick. We can play around with it. We can do all sorts of stuff. We can click it. We can print it. We can deal with it. But there it is. So, hope you enjoyed. Good luck. Take care. Bye, everyone.